Well, all eyes will be on the historic meeting tomorrow between U.S. President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Mark Carney, including those of Premier David Eby, who today said he has some very specific outcomes he's hoping for. For more on that, let's head to the BC Legislature and check in with Rob Shaw. Rob, tell us more about what Eby had to say today.
Well, Stacey, the Premier today wishing Mark Carney luck in his one-on-one meeting with Donald Trump, which we know can be a harrowing experience for a foreign leader who finds themselves in the Oval Office with the cameras rolling and the president freestyling on foreign policy on the spot. Eby calling on Carney to push hard on the ongoing softwood lumber dispute, trying to end what have become not only crippling American tariffs on BC wood products, but also tariffs that have been worsened by the other tariffs that Trump has threatened. This is the latest round of that long-standing dispute. It dates back to under Obama and Trump and Biden and now Trump again. What BC doesn't want is the Prime Minister to get a bailout for Ontario's auto sector while the softwood lumber sector in BC gets looked over. Eby actually wrote to Carney last week calling on him to take action on this issue. Here's Eby today.
I'm very hopeful that the Prime Minister squarely addresses the softwood lumber threats as well as additional duties that have been imposed on British Columbia companies. I want the Prime Minister to be strong. I want him to stand up for our country. I want him to take no guff from the President. And I want him to be constructive and to underline the shared prosperity that we've enjoyed and that can be expanded if we work together.
Take no guff. Despite that, Eby pretty cautious today, saying he has watched the President wrap up his 51st state rhetoric in advance of this meeting. He wants Carney not to tolerate that kind of talk, to push back on it and to emphasize the mutual benefits, not just, you heard in Jordan's story, from the film industry, but with Donald Trump's polling, with stock market rebounds that could come from a deal with Canada. The Premier hoping the Prime Minister can work a miracle tomorrow in the White House.